Hi guys, my name is Megan and today I have an unhaul video for you. So sorry if I sound a little funny. I've been sick for like a week and a half, so today's video, these are some books that I'm just kind of over it and I don't want them anymore. I just don't want them around my bookshelf and I'm just ready for them to be gone. So the first book that I'm getting rid of today is Kitty in the Midnight Hour and the other 4 books that I have in this series. So I think I've talked about this book before. I have read, I think, 5 books in the series. I like the characters, but the storyline went in such a completely opposite direction of what I wanted it to, and it pissed me off. And there's just something about these books that I wanted to continue reading it to see if it got better, and it did for a little bit, and then completely went in a different direction, and I'm so done with them. I don't even know. I can't with these books anymore. So these ones, I'm just happy to get rid of them. They weren't what I wanted them to be anymore, and I didn't like where the characters were going, so almost slightly sad to see them go, but they need to go. The next book that I'm getting rid of is Trickster. So this one, I liked it when I read it. It was very weird, but and I think there are more books in this series. I just kind of lost interest and I don't really want to continue on with it. So this one, it was okay to start with, but I don't even know. I didn't want to continue reading it after this book ended. There was just not enough to keep me interested in continuing the series. So the next one that I'm getting rid of, I'm a little sad to see it go. But I don't think there's been any new books in the series in a while, so I'm getting rid of all 3 books. So this book is Spellbent, and I really liked this book. The magic system is really weird and quirky and interesting, and I liked the books, but I am getting rid of all 3 of them. It's just, there wasn't enough to keep me interested in this, and even though I really liked the books, I just don't feel like I'll ever read them again, and there wasn't a new book in the series to keep me interested long term. So this one I'm a little sad to see go, but it'll find a new home at the used bookstore. So the next book that I'm getting rid of today is The Hot Scots. This is the first book in the Murdoch Vampire series by Kate Eden, also known as J. Wells. This book, I DNF'd it after 30 pages. This book pissed me off so much. This is nothing like J. Wells' other works. I love J. Wells. I've got 2 of her other series up there, and she's one of my favorite authors, but this book, this was shit. This is like a romance novel type thing, or it's supposed to be. This book pissed me off. I hated it. The writing was atrocious. The characters were horrible and so two-dimensional. There was nothing redeemable about these characters. I got maybe 30 pages in and I had to stop because this was such a terribly written book, and I cannot believe that this was a J. Wells book. I do not recommend this book for anybody who's a fan of J. Wells. This is nothing like her other work, and it is terrible. I hated it so much. I hate this book. It's so stupid. I just can't with this book. It's just terrible. So this one is gladly going in the unhaul pile, and it will make its way to the used bookstore at some point. The next book that I'm getting rid of today is the Urban Fantasy Anthology. I picked this up for a couple of reasons. There are tons of short stories. There's one by Neil Gaiman, Patricia Briggs, Charles Lynn, and a few other authors. Really, the only reason I picked this one up was for the Patricia Briggs and the Neil Gaiman stories. Other than those, I hated this book so much. All of these stories are kind of, I wouldn't say crap, but they're just not good, and I really did not like any of the stories other than the Patricia Briggs one, which was in another anthology that I didn't realize it was in another one. I really hate when really good authors have short stories that they put them all together and none of them are cohesive, and I was really disappointed with this book, and I'm ready for it not to be on my shelves anymore. So goodbye to this one. So please know that these are just my opinions on these books. If you guys like these books, that's totally fine. You don't have to agree with me or anything on any of my opinions on these, but these books are just books that I'm over and I just don't want them anymore, and they will find new homes at the used bookstore. So those are the books that I'm unhauling today. Let me know what you guys are getting rid of this month. What's one book that you absolutely hated that you could not even get through it? If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. You can also hit the notification button to get notifications when I post a new video. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, check out the links down below. Alrighty, that's all I got for you guys today. Bye!